Good, happy Saturday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, man accused of trying to take officer's gun. A Northwood man is accused of trying to take a Manchester police officer's gun. Police said an officer stopped a vehicle at the intersection of Auburn Street and Pine Streets at 12:22 a.m. Saturday for a red light violation. The driver, identified as Dana Hathaway, 19, told the officer he was being taught to drive by the owner of the vehicle. Hathaway allegedly gave the officer a false name and said he did not have a license. While speaking with Hathaway, police said he began to tense up. An officer started to pat him down for safety reasons, and that's when police say he grabbed the officer's gun. The officer took Hathaway to the ground and handcuffed him. Police said they later learned that Hathaway had multiple outstanding warrants for charges including criminal threatening with a deadly weapon. Hathaway is scheduled to be arraigned on Monday, May 8th. Police identified suspect in shootout, penthouse double homicide. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
Responded to a person in distress here just after 8. The murders happened on the 11th floor. That's the penthouse of this building. Sources say they found a male and female victim and an incredibly gruesome scene. Police believe the victims and the suspect knew each other somehow, but as for a motive, it's all under investigation right now.
South Boston, this area, it's very unusual, and that's why, we believe there's something more to what happened here.
So again, the suspect is in custody, taken to a Boston hospital with what police say are non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. Police have not yet released the names of the victims or the suspect in custody. We're working to get more information on this morning, and we will bring you the very latest when we get it. Live in South Boston, I'm Katie Thompson, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that report. U.S. Navy SEAL from Falmouth killed in Africa. On Saturday, the U.S. Department of Defense announced the death of a senior chief special warfare operator, Kyle McClellan, of 38 of Falmouth. The department did not specifically specify the exact cause of death, but say Malak died earlier this week during an operation against al-Shabaab militants who linked to Al-Qaeda. Malakan was a member of SEAL Team 6 for many years, according to a statement released by Rep. Charlie Piggree. Prior to joining the military, Malak attended Jarvis High School and was an accomplished athlete, Pygmy said. The Department of Defense has issued a statement on behalf of Malak family that reads, "The Malak family would like to extend their gratitude to the community for their interest in our beloved Kyle." It goes on to say he was devoted father and son, a true professional and wonderful husband. While we appreciate your interest, we ask you respect our need and for privacy. According to the Pentagon, Malek was an assignment with the East Coast Space Special Warfare Unit in a remote area 40 miles west of Mogadishu. He was assisting in similar National Army-led operation with U.S. African Command, in which 2 other service members were wounded. U.S. African Command spokesman Patrick Barnes told ABC News Malek's death is the first U.S. combat death in Somalia conflict since 1993. Timothy Smoes, a unit commander, remembers Malek as an founding the warrior spirit and toughest infused in our very best naval SEALs. Senator Susan Collins and Senator Angus King released a joint statement Saturday afternoon that reads, in part, he defends our nation in bravery with Dusknet, and his scarfs will never be forgotten. Both the U.S. and Salman in recent weeks have declared no new efforts against al-Shabaab. President Donald Trump has approved extended military options against the extremist group, including more aggressive airstrikes in considering parts of southern Solomon area an active hostile. New Solomon's American President Mohammed Mohammed last month declared new offensive against al-Shabaab, which is a base in Solomon, but has claimed responsibility for major attacks elsewhere in East Africa. Also, last month, a U.S. military announced it was sending dozens of regular troops to Somalia in the largest such deployment to the country in roughly 2 decades. 2 U.S. African commander said the deployment was for logic training in Somalia's army. The U.S. in recent years has sent a small number of special operation forces and counterterrorism advisors to Somalia and carried out a number of airstrikes, including drone strikes against al-Shabaab. Why do you not want to kill my daughter? House Republican face voters' anger over health care bill. Rep. Tom Reed of New York, who are among Republican members of Congress for a bill to repeal and replace Obamacare, held a string of hometown forums on Saturday where he was lambasted by crowds of angry voters and signs that read, GOP disaster and why do you want to kill my daughter? And that did it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday. See you back here later on today. See you back here tomorrow. Bye, everyone.